Okay, so when your body wants to move, it sends a signal from the brain in the form of an action potential down the spinal cord and into a myocyte. In this example, it's going to be in the arm, and it goes through motor neurons on its way down the spinal cord. So this is the arm right here, and the myocyte is going to be inside it. And when the action potential reaches this myocyte, comes in here, it's going to stimulate what's called a neuromuscular junction, which is where the motor end plate and the axon terminals meet. So zooming in on one of the axon terminals, you can see that the action potential travels down the axon, which is that thing, into the axon terminal. Inside the terminal are going to be vesicles, and inside these vesicles is what's called acetylcholine, right here. Okay, so voltage-gated ion channels, these things right here, are going to open, allowing calcium from the outside to get in through here. Okay, and that is going to bind with the vesicles right here. And when they bind, it's going to release the acetylcholine that's inside them. And then you're just going to have a bunch of acetylcholine roaming around in here, along with some calcium ions inside the axon terminal. So these acetylcholines are going to bind with acetylcholine receptors right here. And when they bind, it's going to open them, allowing the acetylcholine to go through. Because they're ligand-gated cation channels, and they only open for certain chemicals. And after they reach the other side, they're going to be in this area, which is called the synaptic cleft. So after the acetylcholine are into the synaptic cleft, they're going to bind with nicotinic acetylcholine receptors that are linked with sodium ion channels. These channels will open, and the acetylcholine will push the sodium ions backwards through this right here, which is the sacrolemma, and into this area, which is the muscle fiber. So once the sodium ions are released, they come into here, and calcium ions begin to be released through iodine receptors. And when there's enough, they start binding with the proteins that are along the sacroplasmic reticulum. And inside here, there's more calcium ions. When they bind, they allow these calcium ions to exit into here.